everyone, happy Sunday Fun Day, and welcome to another episode of Conversations with Miss Sue. It's daylight saving times. We hopped forward. We're looking forward to spring and warmer months, barefoot seasons of getting the worms and all of those creepy crawlies. Yay! Let the outdoor fun begin. Not that we didn't have fun in the winter outdoors, but it's really nice to welcome the warmer months, especially for us who are in that Illinois cold winter, dampy and gray weather constantly. It's good to look forward to sun, flowers, and just change of lenses. Yeah. So happy Sunday Fun Day. I hope you're having a good one. Today's conversation is talking about my book, Overcoming Daycare Burnout, Steps to Living Your Very Best Daycare Life. I am author to that book and it's on Amazon. If you haven't bought it, get out there, get it. It is going to be an asset in your daycare business. Now, I have a friend who said, Miss Sue, why did you talk about daycare burnout? And when your book, it has so many different dimensions to it. And I know my book is multidimensional. However, I wanted to stress about the daycare burnout because it's a taboo subject. And most times, daycare providers do not openly speak about it. And I wanted to have the courage to get up and say, hey, I suffered from this. I know a lot of us are feeling stressed and burnt out. We're not that we're losing the love for our business and the love that we have, but sometimes, yeah, we're losing something. And I wanted to write the book because I know I suffered from it and I had to take a break in my business, but that passion kept calling me back. And for me to get back into the field of working at my full potential and doing what I love, I really had to analyze everything and see how I could come back in to serve myself, serve others, and really be happy while I'm doing it. So the book has 13 chapters, and the chapters go from, knowing your offerings, whether you're offering services to infants, toddlers, preschoolers. Are you operating a mixed age learning, or are you operating a business where you're serving children 2 to 5, children 0 to 3, or children 4 and 5? There's a preference for some providers, and for some, they don't know what they should offer or want to offer because they've not experienced it as yet. So for seasoned daycare providers like myself, I have tested it. I know what is my sweet spot. And I can say now that my sweet spot is serving children 2 years old to 5 or even 6. For some providers, they like to serve the little ones from 0 to 3, and then they move on to preschool. And then for some, we don't have a choice because parents pull their children from our environment when the children is fully potty trained and is 3 years old. So what will your serving be? What will your offering be? What will you offer to your community as a service? Yeah. Now, are you going to be having a curriculum? Are you thinking of teaching the children? Will it be play-based? Will it be, how do you want your children to learn? Are you going to go out and buy a curriculum that is $1,200, $2,000, or are you going to be building your own curriculum? Are you going to go with the flow of how the children are manipulating the environment, what they're interested in, and what their questions are? Are you going to find materials to answer their questions? So it's totally on you, what you want to do and how you feel you can serve the children. I never bought a curriculum, like a specific curriculum, like the creative curriculum or other curriculums out there to say this is what we're going to do. Because I found that when I tried to do curriculums based off what is pre-written. Sometimes that's not how the children moved about my environment. They wanted to learn about dinosaur frogs, and they wanted to incorporate even the policeman with the dinosaur, or they wanted to incorporate the dentist with the dinosaur, the dentist with the pig. And it was like moving against the grain, trying to do just one particular curriculum. So what I've done is like integrating different pieces based off what the child is interested in. Like now, I have children, they're 2 and 3, and they really want to do a lot of measurements. And it stemmed from measuring how high. And I provide materials in the daycare that will have higher, thinking. So I have rulers all over, even some glued down on my in my cubbies. And the children would go and they would measure, oh, I'm this high. And that also is great for parental involvement, because I know that at home some like a little boy, his parents were doing measurements with him on how high he was, or how high he is. So that came to the daycare, and then the children just jumped on that and they wanted to do more. So I have provided tools that can help them. What did I give? We went into the reptile box, and I allowed them to take whatever snake they wanted, toads, salamanders, chameleons, whatever it is that they wanted, so that they could use those as measurements. So they put it over next to the ruler and they were measuring. And that's just an idea of, building your curriculum according to what the children interest is. And again, I'm talking about a home daycare setting, because for me, I have 6 children in my setting. For a center where you have like maybe 20 children in your setting, then that may be a different dynamics. My strength and growth and my expertise is in a home daycare setting. That's my love. That's what I write about in my book. And I think that I have a lot of knowledge in that field. All right. So in the book also, I discuss my story, how to overcome issues, my accent, how to overcome daycare burnout. How do you know when you're there, close to a burnout? You're at the tip of a burnout. You're at the tip of eruption. What are some steps and strategies that you can put in place so that you can avoid this altogether? What lenses needs to be changed? What's your framework in order for you to really show up the best version of yourself? How can you ask for help? Whether it is asking your family members for help, your children for help, the community for help. How do you know when you really need help and you need to step out of your pride zone and say, you know what, I surrender, I need help? We talk about the outdoor learning environment, how your outdoor classroom can really help. And that's how I started off. Yay, it's that spring is in the air. We're getting outdoors, and being outdoors, learning outdoors, it's just an amazing way for the children to make connections, to have life experience, life learning. And there's just so much science to being outdoors and learning outdoors. What else I can talk about? Getting with the times. How do you market your business? What should you be doing? How do you have like a presence, online presence, social media presence? How can you tweak your daycare environment for you to stay modern, current, and not archaic? Yeah. Again, the book is on Amazon. Go out and get your copy if you haven't gotten your copy as yet. And if you know anyone who can benefit from the book, if you are a parent watching, please, this book is it's like a walking encyclopedia for daycare operations within. And I know many parents who trust a home daycare more than centers. And I'm not saying anything is wrong with centers, because my goal is to own a center one day. But when you work with someone who owns a home daycare, it's a more personal relationship. We know your children, we know the ins and outs, and it's a smaller ratio, so it just makes everything a little bit better than the children getting lost in a center environment where there are 20 children or 30 children. Yeah. All right. It's on Amazon. Go out and get it. And feel free to drop a comment. If there's something that you want me to address, then drop a comment and I will be sure to get on that topic and talk about it too. All right. Have yourself a wonderful Sunday. Whatever you do, do it with love. And remember, we're here to serve the children. And at times, we just need to take it slow. Go slow with flow. All right. I won't go for a run because yeah. Over and out. Have a great Sunday. Bye now.